believe it or not, y'all, I just got shot there and I didn't even realize it. We'll circle back to this later, but this is going to be a very humbling experience for me. As some of you may know, I've had somewhat dropped firearm content for a long time on my channel, and for many reasons, like YouTube shadow banning gun content, demonetizing creators, as well as pulling YouTube videos and deleting channels, right? And for a few other health-related reasons. But I purchased this Canik a few months ago, and I've been dying to shoot it. I've been wanting one of these pistols for a very long time, and I finally bit the bullet, no pun intended, and bought one. And here's the thing. I've actually never owned or shot a pistol with a red dot sight before, so this is my first one. In full disclosure, I am not a pistols guy. I love rifles and shotguns, but pistols have never been my strong suit. That, paired with the recovery of my right arm since my last MS attack, I figured now is actually a good time to, as the kids say, get good. So today we're gonna be humble and learn. Shooting a little bit to the left and down with the optic being pretty much dead on. I mean, I'm pulling a little bit, I'm getting used to it, but... So, let's try adjusting our optic here. Again, I don't know what I'm allowed to show anymore on YouTube, but the optic comes with some adjustment screws here and here. It's gonna allow you to go up, down, left, right. So, we're down to the left, we're gonna try to bring that up and to the right a little bit. I'm gonna give it a full hat, like a full crank. Okay, full crank to the right, and then a full crank up. So now, bring that sight pitch. Ooh, that brings it a little bit more in line with my optics there. Maybe we should bring it just a little bit more. We'll do another quarter turn. Well, eighth of a turn. We'll see. But you know what? Let's shoot it. Let's shoot it some more and see how we're at. I also don't think I'm allowed to show loading the magazine anymore. Put like a sensor sound effects over this later in post. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, that's it. Give one to the head. Pull there. Alright, I'm trying to think. I got that honed in a little bit quicker than I thought it was gonna take. You guys can't see it, but I'm all over the place. I've never been a pistol guy. I'm kind of new to pistols, actually. Two fingers here. Now we're high to the right. Grouping's a little bit better though. So now we're gonna compensate for what we did. We're gonna give it, I would say, that much of a turn. Still just experimenting. A little bit down. Okay, all right. Throw 5 more. This is when we were still high to the right. This is when I realized that we were high to the right. And then this was the grouping after I feel like I've got it more locked in, right? I gotta tighten that up. I suck. I suck with pistols. Pretend this is my first day shooting pistols. It's been years. So I need to tighten that group up. But I feel like this grouping is about where I want the optic to be. Let's do a couple more shots. With a fresh target though. Fresh target. See, that's the neighbor's dog right there. This is a bad guy, that's the neighbor's dog. I'm training to be in the ATF, man. Gotta practice shooting the dogs. Matter of fact, I asked them, I was like, do you guys have any dog targets? And they're like, why? And I was like, well, you know, I was thinking about joining the ATF. All right, we'll do 3-round groups and kind of see where we're at. Put a lock there. Right on, man. Let's aim for dead nuts and see what we get. I think we're a little bit to the left. Interesting. Interesting. Hold it. I felt pulling that. Okay. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that stuck when I dropped the slide. Might need to be lubed. Okay. That's sticky. That's sticky. Let's try that again. Unless you do that perfectly, it really kind of sticks. I mean, I'm getting like 2-inch groupings at 10 yards. So something's wrong with me. But honestly, man, that's part of it. That's part of learning, right? All shots are on target, though. No misses. The guy's dead, for sure. Seated. That's good. There we go. That is much better. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Come on. So I was doing aiming for the 8. I pulled this one, I pulled that one. I remember pulling these, but like that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I think this one is a part of this original 9 shot. Because I was aiming for the 9, and then I was aiming for the center of mass, and then I was aiming for head and neck. Aiming for the 8. This is the grouping. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm still feeling a little bit more to the bottom left. So maybe just a tweak, But my buddy was right. You put that red dot, it's my first time shooting a pistol with a red dot. You put that red dot, and wherever you pull the trigger, it's gonna go. Send it out a little bit farther. All right, just to be extra, I'm gonna do a little bit, just a little heat. A little crank there, a little crank there. Overall, really like the way the gun shoots. A little high. Excuse me. Interesting. Interesting. Primer did not strike the round. Failure to feed, failure to eject. I don't know. Let's hope it doesn't blow up in my face. We'll keep running it. God dang, am I really doing that? Holy shit. To be honest, I don't even think I'm supposed to show me loading the pistol on YouTube anymore. I think I have to censor that. Maybe I'll add some sound effects. You guys can't see the target. I can't see the target, but we're gonna aim to the right of the target at the 7. There's like a 7 on the side. I'm gonna try to hit that from here. 20 yards, 20 yards. The grouping is good. I'm just straight up high now. I don't mean on drugs, I just mean grouping. I felt me pull that one. My shots are high. So I need to bring the up on this. I'm gonna bring this down a full half turn. So 20 yards, I was aiming for the 7 here. I got that right there. So we're about, what was that? It was about 12 inches right there. about 2.5 inches high, so I'm trying to bring that down a little bit. And then I definitely pulled that one. I pulled the fuck out of that one. But for real though, I can't think of any safer YouTube gun content than me at the range. I've dropped it down about a half turn. We'll see if that gets us where we want at 20 yards. That'd be interesting. Imagine driving nails at 20 yards with this thing. You know, this makes me always wonder, like, why does YouTube demonetize guns? I understand the conflict behind them. I really do. Not because I agree with it, but because I can understand someone else's perspective. Like, yeah, of course, in a perfect world, no guns, no need for weapons. But that's not where we live. And also, why can't I enjoy that sport level, you know? Dead middle, immediately dead middle. You know, we got a couple shots on target, but I think we need to swap targets. I'm having a hard time distinguishing what targets are which. One more time. I only bought 3 targets, so. All right, last try. I think they say that most self-defense scenarios happen within like 8 yards. I have not loaded a full mag. I feel like the reloading process helps me like calm down and think a little bit. I feel like I pulled that one though for sure. So, okay, so with the optic on here, where do you guys grab to charge your pistol? So like up here is fine, but I can't really get a good grip on it. It's also kind of warm from shooting it. Back here is definitely not a great place to get a good grip. I could grab it here, bump the optic, but I don't know if that's going to throw it out of 0. Not that it's in 0 anyway. I mean, that works, but whatever. I've had a lot of people ask me over the years what kind of holsters that I use or recommend, and I've been rocking the We The People holsters for a very long time. Have one for my VP9, my SIG P365, and then now one molded specifically for the Canik with the red dot. And I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. And they make them for every pistol under the sun, with lights, with red dots, everyday carry, or gun runners, whatever your needs. Whatever accessory you have on the gun, they will mold it to that. Now, I do have to be careful with YouTube rules about firearm and firearm accessories. This isn't sponsored, but I do have a coupon code for you guys if you want to use it, if you're in the market for one. If you use coupon code DIWD25, it gets you 25% off. And there's a link in my description for them. And again, not sponsored. I just want to share what I use. I feel like they're very reliable. I've used them for years. They're a good company run by good people, so I always like sharing their stuff. I'm going to try to spare mag carrier. I'm going to have to adjust my belt a little bit here to get this to work. On top of the holster, We The People also makes these spare mag holders for your belt, so you can have one or several spare mags on you if you feel the need. It's also my first time ever using or practicing with one, so keep that in mind. That's cool. It does what it's supposed to do. Hot swap my mag. I'm just gonna kind of get that back in here. I did a few practice runs and switched over to my SIG P365 to get some range time with that gun as well. Now this is a pistol I've had for some time, but I don't really have much experience with it, so I wanted to throw some rounds down range. So yeah, I get hit with a ricochet. I've never had this happen to me in an indoor range. It felt like as soon as I pulled the trigger, I was hit really hard in my right lower rib cage. Now thankfully the bullet didn't penetrate me. Giggity. But it did bruise my ribs and break some skin. And apparently this is super common in indoor ranges. I came out of the range holding my right side in discomfort and talked to some of the buddies that work there. I was like, yo, you will not believe what just happened to me. And immediately they knew exactly what happened and each started sharing their own stories of how they got hit by ricochets. I think I'm pretty lucky that it wasn't worse, and I'm still not really sure how it happened. I guess sometimes the bullets just hit the backstop at the right angle and bounce back. And I'm really glad that it wasn't my face or my eyes or anything like that. But yeah, just chalk up bulletproof to one of my many skills. You know, no big deal. Now, as for the Canik, I like it. And I think that even for someone who's super unskilled could pick one of these things up and be on target pretty quickly. I mean, just look at me, for instance. I'm no professional shooter, but it's been a few years since I've really shot any pistols. And I do have my concerns about the failure to feed or ejection issues as well, as like the slide sticking a little bit. If I had to guess, it's because I haven't lubed it or anything like that. It's brand new out of the box, but I'm not really sure what to think about that or why it should be happening. But I'm not really sure that should be happening to begin with. What do you guys think? Is that something that you think will go away with time and more rounds? Should I just lube and shoot it more? Or is that something I should look into? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. Much appreciated. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.